Reach out, oh, wait and see. Reach out, wait and see. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the car. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Play ball.
Oh, listen. This is better in the studio because we got some rice, we got some shrimp, we got some chicken.
Yeah, but
Where's
Ray,
the beef?
stop eating, man.
told me
Stop
we have
eating. We're
rice.
here for a special
You
event. You
told
can't be
me-
asking the waitress and waiting to
Steve,
bring food over.
You told me we would have rice and beans.
Well, we have the rice. The beans is coming, I
Oh
think.
my
I
God!
don't
You
know.
can't bring a Puerto Rican to a place and have rice.
I
and no
don't have
beans.
any say in it, but we're not here for the
Oh my
food, right?
God.
We're here
Maybe-
for Gary Brown's major event
I
at
can tell you.
Rosalind Social.
I can tell you've had a few.
Oh,
Any-
okay.
anyway,
so you're gonna
I'm
throw
not-
me under the bus 10 seconds
Well,
into
well,
the
I'm
show.
not- I'm
This is
not-
our first show in remote, and we did it in such a long
I'm
time.
not gonna go nuts because Gary Brown is here. He's got a couple pounds
Yes.
too. So
Well, Gary Brown is an amazing guy.
Uh-huh.
He was just a former NFL football player for the Green Bay Packers, but he also gives back to his community in so many ways.
before we get into that, have you seen his Super Bowl ring?
I haven't seen it.
I mean, you know what? When he's
I've
around,
seen your World Series ring.
Well, yeah, but that's why I put it like this when Gary's around because the ring my ring can go into his ring.
I know he's a big guy,
Well,
you know.
I don't know
And
about
he brought a friend with him, Lisa Khaleesi. So she's going to talk about
what's
everything.
that all about?
Oh, we're going to find out in a few minutes. But before that, you're a baseball guy. You're a Yankee
Okay.
guy, right?
Okay.
You like the first pitch? It's really exciting. The
Okay.
first pitch.
Okay.
Well, we have a veteran
Who?
that surprised his
Baseball?
daughter. You did check this out. Surprised his daughter
You want some?
in Tampa. No, put the food down, Ray. In Tampa, after not seeing his daughter in a couple of years. Let's check
Steve,
out
what
this
is
video.
that over there?
We're gonna check out this video. Let's check it out.
And what a story this is tonight. It is what everyone at the Trop and on Twitter were talking about, and it has nothing to do with the actual Rays game.
A 9-year-old girl threw out the first pitch. And wait until you see the surprise that she got at home plate. Today's reporter Charles Millard live at the Trop with the emotional story of a reunion 1 year in the making.
It is 1 year in the making. Good evening, everybody. You know, sometimes words cannot convey the emotion of a story. Sometimes you just gotta watch it.
Meet Elena Adams, the 9-year-old chosen to throw out the first pitch at tonight's Rays game. And as Elena walks onto the field, the crowd at the Trop gives her a rousing round of applause. And what comes next rivets her eyes to the big screen. A message from her father, Lieutenant Colonel Will Adams, in Afghanistan. Will giving his daughter some pitching advice, and then she takes the mound to throw out the first pitch. Pitch is a bit short. The catcher grabs it, but as she steps off the mound, the real surprise is revealed. The catcher is her father, Elena running to her dad, wrapping her arms around his neck. Will's wife Dana also surprised because Will was expected back from a year deployment on Monday. But the USO arranged the surprise, and off the field, there were even more surprises.
I got in last night.
You were here last night?
I got in. Yes.
Where did you stay?
It's a secret. Yes. Yeah. That's right.
Very funny.
That was maybe the hardest part, was being back and having to wait even more, knowing it's right down the street.
Elena is a girl of few words, but when asked what she was thinking when she saw her dad, she said,
I don't really know. I thought that I was dreaming.
What a great story. Sometimes you just got to watch it. You get a lump in your throat watching these things.
That's such a great story. Every time a veteran goes overseas and gets reunited with his family, doesn't get better than that.
The best. I don't like to watch that because I start crying right away.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
we lost a good friend of ours, Ken Fagan, who was a veteran, and he did everything with his family. Right? Can you not eat the food during the show?
I can't help it.
I
The
know, but
food
you
is
got
priceless.
10 plates of food here.
Could you-
We're
listen,
trying to be serious
so that they
here.
keep the food.
This is our show. What are you talking about? This is on cable now. What are you talking about? You
Steve,
can't eat.
so that they keep bringing food. Could you
Look
what's
at
the
the
name-
emotion to the guy.
What's the name of the restaurant?
It's Rosalind Social.
Rosalind Social. The
Yeah.
food is unbelievable.
In Rosalind, 11363.
All I'm gonna say is this: from now on, you do not bring your wife.
Okay.
Okay, because she's ate half the food on this table.
All right. Well, you're trying to.
And
steal-
now we can't feed Gary.
Okay. Well, Gary
Okay.
will be fed, and Elisa will be fed when they come on, and all the other guests will be fed. But you know what? We had our show last night,
Yes.
and we were so busy with our show,
Yes.
we didn't say happy birthday to the doc.
Oh my
Dwight
God!
Gooden. How did we miss
Doctor.
that? Dwight
Is he
Gooden.
watching?
He is definitely watching.
Doc, we love you. You're the greatest. You are. Hey, listen, you keep on. You're like the Energizer Bunny. You keep coming back, man. And we believe in you, and we're gonna continue to believe in you, right?
That's right. He's a great guy.
You're the best, Doc.
He's been in almost
We
every
love
show
you,
for Bad
Doctor.
Boy. Yes.
Doctor.
The doc is in the house. Happy birthday. God
Happy
bless you and your
birthday.
family. So thankful for everything that you do for so many great people.
40
and
more,
for the,
Doc.
and for the cast for Bat Boy. I mean, he's been
Oh,
like
yeah,
a mentor. to
Thank
other
you for
people.
that too. Yes, you have.
Yeah. But we have Gary Brown and Elisa Khaleesi here next to us. And
Hi, guys.
Gary,
Hello.
great event, great turnout. Talk about what's going on here tonight.
First, thank you for having us. It's an honor to be on your show again. What we have going on here is me and my partner Elisa with the Keller Williams and real estate. We jumped in with Mariano Rivera to help raise funds for his school to build STEM classrooms. And we looked at it as a great opportunity and a great chance to do what we're always preaching, which is to do good for the underprivileged and for others. And we looked at it for a great opportunity to jump in and not just talk about it, but be about it. We do a lot of things on a smaller level, but as a company, we took on a $250,000 pledge. And within that, 10 teams pledged $25,000. And we did it. Actually, this is our final event. So we're kind of like, yes, and happy that it's over, but yes, that we did our part. So, and if we have a saying that we're better together, and that's what we do.
Wow.
So everything that we do is about being better together.
Absolutely.
And about giving back. Even our percentage of what we do for every real estate deal goes back to nonprofits and giving back.
And what is the main scenario as far as what you're doing? What charities? I know that Mariano's involved heavily with his church.
Yes.
You know.
This one is with the school.
Okay.
But outside of the school, we do a lot of stuff with KW Cares. We do things with Dream 68, which is another one of my organizations.
Yes.
And KW Cares itself gives out to several different organizations locally. And we try and also with Pink Tie. And the thing with Pink Tie is that we donate money to them because the money stays local. A lot of people want their money to stay local, and so do we. So we're not just helping nonprofits, but we're making sure we're touching base in our hometown and where we're from and people around us. So that's the basis of what we do. And we just believe if you have it, give it.
Garrett,
And we preach.
I gotta ask you. I mean, have you always been a Long Island boy?
I'm a Long Island through thick and thin. I honestly, I'll be honest with you, I've played football in all over the United States, all over Europe, all over Canada. And when people ask me where am I from, I don't say New York. I make sure I say Brentwood, New York. And because I'm from Brentwood, and Brentwood gets a very negative
Yes,
rap.
it does.
And there's so much good that comes from Brentwood that never hits the news. It never gets spoken about. There's neuroscientists that are very high level in our government from Brentwood, from my era and younger, and they never get the publicity they deserve. But if you do something illegal, you're on the front page. So I'm a strong representative of Brentwood. I'm proud of where I come from. I represent Brentwood and Amityville every step of the way.
No, but the key to you, young man, because I'm older than you, the key to you is the fact that, yeah, there's stuff that happens there, but you never left, you didn't leave, and how many lives have you picked up and saved because you didn't leave. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand.
And that cycle of what would have happened had you not been there. You understand? So for that, I'm really proud of you. I really, really am.
Very coming from you. It's a blessing and an honor. Thank you so much, because I do believe that we get blessings to give blessings. I have many people that were better than me, many friends that were better athletes than me. And when I talk to the youth, my question to them is, why didn't they make it and I did? You know, their dreams were just as strong as mine. What was the difference? And it's the extra stuff. It's the side stuff. So I try and promote and give kids what worked for me. I'm not giving them cliches. I'm not giving them eat your carrots, stay in school, do that. I'm giving them what worked for me. Right. And with that, those are life lessons, and I've learned them through sports. And you know, right? You know firsthand what sports have done for your life. So, with that being
said, but where you were wrong, Gary, is those guys that you said they were better, they didn't have a better heart. You understand?
It's more to it than just being a good athlete.
That's right.
There's so much more.
That's right.
It's a package.
That's right.
And you gotta improve on every quality of those packages. And that's much what we're doing as a team and with real estate. There's so many things that we can be greedy about and so many things that we could be selfish about. But no, we got to let that go because it's a package. If we want to really make a difference, if we want to really change kind of the culture of what real estate, the cutthroat business is, we got to start with ourselves and change our package and deliver it a little different to welcome and open our arms to working with whoever, whenever, however, because it's not about the business. It's about it's about helping the client. And that's what one thing me and Elisa got in common. We have that common niche of we want to do good. We want to leave anything and everything on a positive note. And that's why we work good together.
That's so very important. I'm a psychologist. Just to reach out with Ray and Steve. We have Gary Brown, Elisa Khaleesi here. And Elisa, you've worked with John Thiessen. Let me ask both of you. Talk about your experience with John and what he does, but also we're in a pandemic. The country is divided in so many ways. What's the most rewarding aspect of what you're doing now, the most challenging? But talk about John Thiessen for a minute.
So the John Thiessen Children's Foundation helps raise toys and also offers extended help to families with children with disabilities, to the fact that he even has a van that picks up children to their home to bring them to treatments for medical treatments for, if the parents don't have the ability as far as wheelchair accessibility in their car, he provides the van. So I've been a member of the John Thiessen Foundation for several years now, and through fundraising and charity work is how I met Gary. And we partnered together with the common goal that we wanted to give back with every real estate transaction and change the culture in real estate. That there's two parts to every deal. So let's work together. The ultimate goal is to make a happy client. And with that, we were so welcomed today to come to the social in Roslyn, where he does a give back on Tuesdays once a month, and we're the charity of choice. And we partnered with the Mariano Rivera Foundation because we also believe that first it was a challenge, and as an athlete, we love challenges.
Bring it on.
And second, we love the fact that we can help build 2 classrooms to his existing school, and it was hands-on learning for underprivileged children for almost like a project management, where you not only design the project but you see it through to the end result. And so we took on the challenge, and it's been really rewarding for us, and it was a way for us to come out and introduce ourselves to the public as Team of Champions at Keller Williams Points North, and to know that we have so many supporters throughout this 3 months that we've been doing the fundraising has been really overwhelming, and we're very thankful for everyone.
Wow. And it's a difficult time. So, Gary, what's the most rewarding aspect of the work that you've been doing?
I could give you a whole cliche-ish kind of response, but to be honest with you, it's just as much therapy for me as it is for the work that I'm doing.
Absolutely.
When I was in the dark place, or when I was dealing with being paralyzed and not having that anymore, I was taught through somebody online about You want to get over your problems, help somebody with theirs. And it worked. You know, the day I started volunteering and giving back that I never had time for during my professional career and then after football working, never had time for it. Now I'm paralyzed in the bed and I had nothing but time. The day I turned myself over to help out, my life just turned around and I saw the writing on the wall and I just didn't understand why and how. And so I continue to do it as form of my therapy. It helps me be who I am. It gives me a reason to get up. It gives me thoughts on my brain when I go to bed at night, and I get up in the morning charged and ready to go after because there's people that depend on me.
Steve, as a psychologist, why don't you, in essence, give us a little as to what's happened there?
Well, I think it's a difficult time because of the pandemic. All the kids, you mentioned special needs, all the kids are isolated. They're cut off from their family and friends and from school. And who knows what this whole pandemic is going to bring next couple of days or weeks. We might be shutting down again. But I think the anxiety, the depression, the suicide rate has gone up in young people, teenagers. So it's so very important for people like yourselves to kind of give back in such a difficult time. And then you throw in the racial divide, the different, things like political divide. But it's about uniting. And this is what tonight's event is all about, uniting people around holiday time, but not just holiday time. Every day should be like that, right?
Absolutely. And when we took on this challenge, we were so blessed because we said, hey, a champion helping and supporting another champion. And at the end of the day, it's a win-win for all of us.
Right.
Whether we raise the most money out of the 10 teams or not, we've already won.
Right.
So it was all good. It was all good for us, and we're just very blessed that we have so many wonderful people supporting us as well.
But to talk to you a little bit about the challenges, the time and era that we're living in now, you can't just, do a fundraiser and open. You see it's very social distant here. You see that very minimum. It's not quantity. It's not quality. I mean, it's not quantity. It's quality of people that we have here. People with like-minded stuff. So some of the challenges that we ran into with feeding the homeless shelter and then taking them on again for Christmas is a lot of the things we weren't able to do that we usually do to raise money. So, but where there's a will, there's a way, and there's just been different avenues that we had to take to get the funds, but we're doing it. The kids and the people won't go without. It's just a different hustle for us now.
Yeah, right. It's a different hustle. That's what Ray and I have been doing all along with different people. It's a different hustle. That's great because you have to find those ways how you can help people because it's a different hustle, because everything's shut down. You got to get to those people even more because it is isolating.
It's about being creative.
Right.
So my question is, Steve, why Mariano Rivera?
It was a deal struck between Mariano and Keller Williams, and we had the opportunity to jump on board. So before we jumped on board, we did research. We learned about what he's doing, why he's doing it, and it fit right. It checked all the boxes for us.
Tell us what he is doing, because I don't know.
Mariano, first of all, we know what he is on the field. And the champion and the superstar and the Hall of Famer that he is on the field, he's a bigger champion, superstar, Hall of Famer off the field. And you don't meet many people. I'm in the business. I know the business. And some of the people that we hold on pedestals kind of don't deserve it, and I will not throw out names, but, some of the people,
don't
it's
let
not even my
Ray,
style.
back down.
But,
he's a guest.
He's a person that walks the walk and talks the talk. And it was an honor for me to just be included in what he's doing, and it's an honor for the whole process.
So have you spent time with Mariano?
We did, yes.
Tell
Actually,
us about that.
We had an event a few weeks ago in the city.
Okay.
It was very humbling, actually, and he took the time to meet with each of us. We're 10 teams competing to raise the most money for his school, and he actually sat with each of the teams and spent some quality time with each of us. And actually, in my eyes, you never stand so tall as when you stoop down to help a child.
But, I say you talk about Mariano, you get emotional.
Well, Ray, because there's probably 3 different Marianos you can expect. You can expect the Mariano that walks in with 10 bodyguards, and he walks in, stands around for a few minutes and walks out. There's the other Mariano that's going to come to the stage, say what he has to say, and then leave. this was a Mariano that was grateful. This is a Mariano that came in. He spent time with some of our top investors. He shook everybody's hand in the room. He spoke to everybody. He had a conversation. He signed balls for everybody. It was a very humbling experience because being in the business, you know that there's some of those guys that get that kind of recognition. It can go very south. It could be very cold. It could be very thank you and I'm out of here. And it was a pleasure to see him honor our guest like that.
And be respectful.
Very respectful.
Yes.
So it was cool to do that. Regardless, I'm still going to do the right thing, but it was good to see him appreciate it.
Well, you know what? The fact that you're a world champion, okay, a great football player, world champion, you know, I mean, so many that have played sports and don't get that, okay, and you did. And to see you talk about Mariano like that, you know, listen, I've known the guy, 25 years? But I love the aspect of how you talk about him.
Well, respect is respect, and he did give me respect. He was like, so this guy knows what it's about, and he knows, you know, and that, anything that I do, the work that I do in the public and for the underprivileged kids and the work that we do with real estate and giving back, we're talking about it because we have a platform to talk about it, but it's not something that we boast or brag about because it's something that we think you should just do.
And comes natural.
And that, with that being said, it was appreciative that he appreciated me being there, and that was enough for me. Man to man, champion to champion,
Mano a mano.
heart to heart. It was good to just know that he recognized me, and I'm good with that.
Would you guys do me a favor? We got time. My producer's saying 35 minutes. But would you do me a favor? The next time we do the show talking about this and you come on, would you bring Mariano just so that with the rice I can get some beans? Because I know if Mariano's here, they're going to give him rice.
Right. Forget the beans. Forget the beans. We got so many guests to go. I have a deal here. You guys are world champions. You have a world champion book that you should give to Gary.
Yeah.
And we should do that right now. You should give Gary the book.
Be honest. Don't spill your rice.
And then
Gary's
Gary's going to sign an autograph from me. How's that?
Oh,
all right.
So that's how that works.
There we go. There we go. You get the book and we get the
this
picture.
is an
There
honor.
we go.
Thank you so much.
So you guys do such great work. Gary, how can people get a hold of you? And Elisa, how can they get a hold of you guys?
Well, you can find us at Keller Williams Points North in Woodbury, Team of Champions. We're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Wow. Thank you so very much. God bless them. We have so many great guests. We're going to have the owner step in here in a few minutes. But before we do, we're going to take a little break. We're going to get Marcia Silverman, who's the Glen Cove councilwoman, on the show for real quick. But God bless you guys. Thanks, man.
Thank
you
you for
guys.
having me,
Thank
Mr.
you
Carroll.
so much.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
a great team.
Yes,
Great
yes.
team. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
We're working on
And
it.
thanks for
Work in
inviting us here.
progress.
Yes,
Better
yes.
things to come.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
it. We need it.
Manja.
We need it.
Yes. So we have a special event here coming up on November 25th in Glen Cove with the councilwoman Marcia Silverman, and we're going to get her on. It's her event, and we're just supporting her event. So Marcia, are you there?
Hi, Steve.
Hey Marcia, how are you? Thank
I'm
you for having
great.
a fundraiser here in Rosalind, and we want you to share a little bit about the event that's going on next week on the 25th in Glen Cove.
You look great.
Yeah,
By the way, you look terrific.
thank you. You guys are having too much fun over there, you know?
Hey, the food is incredible. If you got some beans at your house, bring them.
Yeah, don't worry about the beans, Marcia. You do such great work in Glen Cove. Talk about the efforts that we're all doing together for the community in Glen Cove for next week.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm so excited to be partnering with the Chapters Wrap, you, Steve, and also Chef Mars Cafe here in Glen Cove, New York. We are collecting food for those in need at 4 locations across the North Shore: Glen Cove, Roslyn, Huntington, and Great Neck. You can get all 4 of those addresses. We'll get them out, and they're on my Facebook page, on the Chapters Wrap Facebook page. We'll get those out if anybody needs those. We'll be collecting food for those in need. Thanksgiving's coming up. We have a global pandemic where so many people are struggling right now, And on the eve of Thanksgiving, next Wednesday, we are going to be distributing food right here in Glen Cove to those who need it at the Chef Morris Cafe at 8 School Street in Glen Cove. So I'm so excited that we can come together as a community within Glen Cove, across the North Shore, and help those that are really, really suffering right now and struggling, and do a little bit to make their Thanksgiving a little happier, that they have a nice, healthy meal on their table.
Well, Marsha, we only have a few moments, but I definitely want to get you on. I want to get you on different shows before next week. But we've become fast friends over the last couple of years. I've always admired the great work that you do for your community. You're a visionary. You work with the finances to a T. Your attention to detail is great. It's impeccable. And I want to thank you so very much for having the faith in what we're doing to work along with you for your community in Glen Cove. We're so very excited to work with Chef Morris and everyone there. And we're so thankful that we're going to help so many people in your community next week around Thanksgiving time.
Yes, I'm thrilled to be able to do this little bit to help so many people that, as I said, are really struggling. So, Steve, thanks to you, your organization, all of our partners who are helping helping this all come together so that we can do a little bit of good and put a smile on some people's faces and fill their stomachs.
All right, Marsha, thank you so very much. And I know you had a meeting tonight, so I know you're very tired. And we'll be talking during the week to get this all organized for our big event next week. God bless.
Thanks.
Okay. Well,
How did you know she was tired?
Huh? Because she told me
Maybe
she was
she
tired.
wanted to stay on the
She's
show
been in
that
meetings
long
all day.
as
You're eating, Ray. You keep
because
eating
I'm
during the
trying to
live
conduct
show
an
here.
interview,
There's
Steve.
no you eating the rice before the
Let me
beans
eat
come
my
in.
food, all right?
I know. Well, I'm doing all the work here. This is every week. I'm doing all the work and you're eating.
Okay.
You know, I don't
In
know.
front of 50,000 people tonight, you're gonna throw me under the bus like that?
Right?
I can't believe you.
One time I thought you were under the bus. 2 years you've been throwing me under the bus.
I can't eat?
Oh, well, you can eat. Go ahead, eat. Okay. But we need a next guest here. We need Lou and Nick. Is Lou and Nick
Lou and
around?
Nick are here?
Lou, anybody?
Where's
Come on
Ryan?
in. We need a guest. Come on.
Come
Come on, gentlemen. All right, guys, put the food down. Let's go. This is live TV. This is Reach Out with Ray and Steve. And we have, yes, come on in. We have the camera. He owns it whatever he wants. That's right. That's right.
But this guy here,
We're just visiting it. First of all, this is a great place you got here, Nick.
Thank you.
Talk about what this is all about here.
Nick, he's tried to fire me because I'm eating your food.
Somebody's got to eat.
I'm not doing a live
I
show,
can't
Nick.
eat the food.
Don't stop bonding with
Oh
him
my
right now.
God.
Let's keep eating. We're going to talk to Nick here.
The shrimp is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is
We're gonna
great.
get
The
you
food
some
is
to go.
great.
Oh my gosh, the shrimp was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's right.
The rice, you're lacking in the beans.
We have those. We'll do a special request if you want.
Okay.
That's right,
For the
right.
next time I come, I
Try
want
and
my
find a
beans.
server.
yeah.
I can't find anybody yet.
There we go.
Nobody works anymore,
Nobody
right?
works anymore.
So, Nick, talk about Roslyn Social here.
So we put together this beautiful place in Roslyn. It's anyone that knows the town, the village, they know that this is a foodie town. You know, people live here. They come out here. They frequent this place to eat good food, have good drink. So we kind of did a little casual twist on a nice little restaurant. We have a beautiful rooftop out here. So we put together this almost a combination of an American Italian, some Asian flair. You have the beans, the rice too. Little menu that caters to everybody, and we have a great time.
Do a great time. So talk about this guy on your left here. Talk about Lou.
This guy is a catalyst to all the great things that happen.
Wow, okay.
Right? So I've known you for a good amount of time.
Long time.
We
Long time, okay.
played baseball together. We just grew up in the coaching world.
So who's a better hitter, you or? Oh, okay.
At everything.
Oh, everything. Oh, there we go. All right, that's good. All right,
And,
that's good.
and you know what? And the thing about this guy is that, I mean, he is a giver. He is such a giver, and that's what I. Anybody that I say I dig is because they're givers.
Yes.
If I don't say that I dig them, then they're not givers.
Well, that's the
You
thing
know what I'm
about
saying?
him. You know, we met through baseball, but we reconnected through giving back.
Giving.
to
See?
people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It brings you full circle.
Right,
That's
right,
what I'm
So
talking
that's
about.
something that we are very, very big into, and I know that he's huge into.
Oh man. Well, I'm proud to know you. You know that.
I've said it to you, and I've
Yeah.
said it to you, and I've said it to Nick. Real recognizes real. And whenever you find yourself surrounded by people that are truly giving back for the right reasons, you want to make sure that you surround yourself with them as much as you possibly can. There's a lot of people in this world that are fakers and doing it for the wrong reason. And I could truthfully say, everybody at this table, I know you just had Gary on. Gary, I consider a dear friend, and what he's doing is remarkable. And I want to make sure that I put myself around those people and surround myself around those people, because only good things can happen from that.
But Lou, why is that so important to you?
I just, I know where I came from.
Well, you're a multi-millionaire. I know that.
No,
and-
no.
Oh, that's what I was told.
I came from.
That's the wrong notes, right?
That's-
You got the wrong
You're
show.
reading
That's
the
next-
wrong. You're reading
that's
the
next
wrong
week's
sheet.
show.
You're reading the wrong sheet.
Alex Rodriguez. Wrong show. I'm
Well,
sorry.
he's coming. He was on last week, right?
Yeah, right.
I
Sorry, Alex.
especially what we're doing now, and this is a perfect segue, because us three are teaming up for this amazing food drive. You just had the councilwoman on earlier tonight. One of our official food donation boxes is actually here at the restaurant.
thank
It's
you.
actually filling up rather quickly
Wow.
downstairs, and we're lucky to a certain extent where we know Thanksgiving we're going to have a hot meal. Thank God. We're going to have a dinner. We're going to have a meal. We're going to have family. But there are thousands and thousands of people in our community that aren't going to have a hot meal, that are going to spend Thanksgiving alone. And
Isn't that unbelievable?
it's crazy.
In
And
America.
Right. And
I
our
don't get
neighbors,
it.
neighbors, right? And we have such big hearts where we want to make sure that they have a meal.
Right.
And we want to make sure that they don't spend Thanksgiving alone.
Right.
So, we're doing this amazing food drive. We're going to hand out thousands of meals. I'm very certain of that. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be great. And I'm grateful that Nick's involved. Steve and I have spoke about this project for weeks now. Ray, I know you're heavily involved in it, and I can't wait that Wednesday before Thanksgiving to distribute
the
these
faces.
meals.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
the
the
best
smiles. It's and to know that we're doing a very small part, but for them, it's changing their lives, and it's truly remarkable.
Right. And we have to talk about an agency called Long Island Cares that's been doing for so many years. Harry Chapin's agency.
Chapin.
He was a great singer-songwriter in the 70s.
What's the biggest song he did, Steve?
Cats in the Cradle. There we go. Cats in the Cradle.
Right.
But what he did, he was a Long Island boy, but he would go to give free concerts at Eisenhower Park at different venues.
Where
But-
you played baseball.
Right. He played baseball. He would give out, he would ask his fans to bring out canned goods. And after each show, free concert, him and his bandmates would deliver these food to people.
They deliver the food. Harry
Right
Chapin.
after, right. And so in 1983, unfortunately, on the way to a concert, he got into a car accident and died on the Long Island Expressway. However, his family kept the legacy alive. So Long Island Cares, I've been affiliated with them for years. It's their box that's here. It's their support that they do. We're all teaming up together. Ray and I work with them each week in Valley Stream and different places.
Lou's
and,
been there.
yeah, and Lou's been there. So
He brought us some bad licorice one day.
yeah,
I got the red one.
It was oh, you got
Hey,
the red ones
I
now?
got the
I
red
think it
one.
was the black
I-
licorice, which is good.
I have.
I mean, they're all good.
You're getting the red, and the kids will get the red on Wednesday, and it's going to be great. And
Hold
hey,
on.
you
we
have
have,
to
we
tell
have
us.
a video.
You have
Hold
to
on.
tell us.
Let's
if-
put on the video of me tasting the black licorice.
Oh no!
Here
There
it
we
is.
go.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
This is live TV.
Hey, it
Wow,
wouldn't be
wow,
right
wow,
for
wow.
you not to tell us a Babe Ruth story right now,
Right.
because the licorice is in Babe Ruth's name. You have to give us a Babe Ruth story.
Incredible. Number one, incredible picture of the babe.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And we had the babe's granddaughter on the show last week. Okay. And the one thing I want to say about Babe Ruth and Elvis Presley, they died August 16th, both of them on August 16th. But you know what? The incredible thing is Elvis Presley and Babe Ruth were photographed with minority people more than any other entertainers in the world. Elvis and Babe Ruth.
right.
Okay? It's unbelievable. They did so many of the same things from the standpoint of charity, heart, and soul. And that's why I love Elvis more than anything. I mean, you can sing a little bit. But that's why I love Elvis, and that's why I love Babe Ruth. You
And
know
if
what I'm
Babe
saying?
Ruth were around today, and I know we've said it, but I think Nick should hear it, and I think the audience should hear it, he'd be in the forefront of helping
Oh,
people
my-
more
forget
than
it.
anybody, right?
Forget about it.
That's right. Oh,
Forget
yeah.
about
No doubt
It's
about
not
it.
even close. We have Babe Ruth's grandson is right here, right now. There he is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
all
You
right.
could pick them out just like
Just
that,
that.
right? And you
Yeah.
could sing Elvis in
Yeah.
the same show.
Yeah.
Remarkable. Remarkable. But you know what? When great people get together, great things happen. You certainly guys are great. So I want to thank you very much for opening up your doors for Gary Brown, his great
Please
event,
don't
Pink Tie.
stop what you do. We
Yeah,
won't
God
stop.
bless.
Please.
And we got work to do. You know, next couple of days.
The food is
and,
incredible.
and
incredible. I'm gonna. He knows how I am, and I'm gonna be posting about this place for no end, and I'm gonna do a big story on it.
Yeah,
you know
he'll
what I'm
write a
saying?
story.
I'm
That's
gonna write a
right.
column on it, and let me just say, if you have cappuccino in this place, I mean, you do have cappuccino. How good
there
is
we
it?
go.
Is
Great.
it really?
Oh, here we go.
Great.
I gotta get
There
the
we
good
go.
person to make it though, not me.
Jerome, we're gonna have to taste it.
Jerome
From Gino's in Arthur Avenue. He said it.
He-
It's great.
He said it.
He said
We'll
it's
find
great.
out.
We'll find out.
We'll
yes.
do a test.
We love
Before
you,
we go
Jerome.
off the air. Before we go off the air. Okay.
We'll do it live.
Jerome.
All right, there we go.
Jerome's pastry.
Gino's
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 pastry.
pastries. Get it right, man.
Gino's pastry.
You know, you're drinking
You know,
too much here.
We're gonna find out who has the best cappuccino.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna find out. Okay.
All right, but God bless you guys and have a
Thank you,
great
guys.
Thanksgiving. We'll be working with
We'll
each
be
other
working
each day.
together. We're gonna keep up the good work, and
Yes.
we're gonna help people. Right, Ray? Every day we
right.
talk, we're gonna help people.
And
God bless, buddy.
and
God
we're
bless.
gonna blow this place up.
That's right.
We're
That's
gonna
right.
blow this place
That's right.
up.
Nick and Lou, God bless your efforts.
Thank you, guys.
And,
Thank you, guys.
We're going to keep this show going. This is Reach Out with Ray and Steve, and we're here at Roslyn Social. And we have a couple other guests, Arthur and Heidi. Can we bring Arthur and Heidi here?
Arthur and Heidi, please.
Arthur and Heidi.
Arthur and Heidi, please.
Let's go. This is a live
Arthur
show. So
and Heidi, please.
we have the cameraman doing a great job.
Here
We
we
have
go.
Carmine and Anthony behind the screen.
Arthur and Heidi,
And, let's
please.
get Arthur.
Arthur and Heidi, please.
Here we go. Here they come.
There they come. They're running. They got their sneakers
There we
on.
go. Hey, Heidi, how are you?
This is not
How are you?
Arthur.
Good. How are you?
That is
How are
not
you?
Arthur.
Honey.
Arthur, come on in.
That's
Okay.
Heidi and that's Arthur.
That's right. That's right.
Arthur, how are you?
So
see you.
let's talk about what this event means to you guys
Well,
tonight.
wait a minute. Are you a Yankee fan?
Oh, there we
Don't
go.
say that
Anyway,
in
let's
front
And
of
that was such a
Keep it
nice
going.
conversation we had.
So I studied and practiced and experimented until I came up with something that would work. Mostly to save time. But the problem was, what am I going to do? I'm the only father that can save his daughter. I'm the only one who loves her like you love your children. So I had to persevere and bring it everything.
Right, right. And Heidi, talk about the work that you've done independent of Life Back.
Well, obviously, I love working for Life Act, which is amazing in itself. But I do like to volunteer, which is how I got a chance to meet you
Yes,
a couple years ago.
Yes.
From the Angel Awards,
Yep,
which is
right.
an incredible experience.
Rhonda.
Love the Yankees, not to upset my boss by any means, but I actually used to sell
Oh, no,
to
don't
the
fire you.
Yankees.
Arthur.
She gone.
Don't father. Okay.
Dad was a
Um,
Brooklyn Dodgers fan.
Well, funny thing is, my dad was actually recruited by the Brooklyn Dodgers when he was 17 years old, and then he ended up getting recruited to the Korean War.
Yeah.
As you know,
So many that happened to.
it was.
That happened
He
to
actually,
my uncle.
and the funny
Same
thing
thing.
is, he actually played with Willie Mays when Willie was in the Army and my dad was in the Navy. So pretty cool. But you know, I will say I love the Yankees as well as I love the Mets because they're both my clients at any given time, depending on you know what time of the year you're talking to me.
Yes.
But yeah, one of my big things is about giving back. I know I love to volunteer. I do a lot, and one of the things that I'm bringing to Life Back is volunteering. Right, so whether Arthur likes it or not, he has been volunteering and helping us out. He's done a great job and really supporting us in our mission. Gary Brown is feeding families at the Thanksgiving, which is incredible. Homeless families all throughout, you know, Long Island, and we actually just donated $2,000 to help him feed families at Thanksgiving. So I've known Gary for years, and I said to Arthur, "There's this amazing man who I know who's a Green Bay Packer, and you know, do you like football? Come on, I want you to meet Gary Brown." So, wonderful guy.
Awesome guy.
Really incredible.
Now I know Arthur used to get frustrated when schools or different agencies, fire departments, facilities didn't take on Life Back. Then you would see people choke, and you say if you only had that, it could save a life. That's still one of your challenges.
Yeah, I mean, it's about 4 days ago, a child choked to death in a daycare in the U.S., and we've had 2 daycare saves. So it's no longer I wonder if. We had 2 saves. We've never had a fender, and this kid passed away. Now, in our own little world of charity, we covered the whole Sarasota school system. We gave one to a kit that's 4 years. Any school can get one free. I would give it to any school because it's a passion. And then we have the special needs community where you may not be able to get time to time. We've saved 41 people with disabilities. And that's passion too. Schools and disabilities, she knows my mission. Because they may not have it on.
Right.
But it's getting better. We have 87 saves. We have
God
9
bless.
medical studies, 2 peer reviews, 1 in adults, 1 in pediatrics. We have the credentials.
Right. Has the pandemic slowed things down? Or is it a challenge for you guys?
What was the pros and the cons? The pro was people were home.
Right.
We covered a lot more parents, and I saw our children saves go way up. I mean, we're at 37 kids now. Got to meet some of them.
Wow.
We did see the industrial side, like fire, police. They're busy. Schools closed, but we're seeing that come back. We'll get there. It's still a challenge. But you know, this helps.
Yeah.
People know that it happens all the time. One child every 5 days, small windpipe.
Right.
There is a solution. Let's go. We can
Right.
do it.
Well, what's good about this, Ray and I try to apply a platform for people. So this show gets on cable and BronxNet, and you know a lot of people view this. So your message has to get out. And with Heidi on board, we got like a dynamic
We'll get
duo
it out.
here. There we
We'll get it
go.
out.
I see the videos that you guys are putting out, and it's encouraging to see because there's so many people that are
Did you use
struggling.
their video on our show today?
Yeah, we didn't use it today.
When we do the Hall of Saves, you've seen
Right,
that?
oh yeah.
When we save a life, we put it on the Hall of Saves, like Hall of Faith. Right. We have 2 walls almost covered, but you get the visual. You see all those lives, all those parents, 37 parents didn't have to bury their child. That's pretty powerful.
It is.
And then it keeps going.
Yes, yes. So, Arthur, how can people get a hold of you if they want to know more information about Life Back?
www.lifeback.net, and every save is on there. You can read the testimonials of the parents. You can see the medical journals. Look, you have fire extinguisher. Consider it for your family. Your child's more likely to choke to death than die in a fire. Think about it. And if you're in an environment of a special needs or a school, fight for it. The kids aren't going to fight for it.
Right.
They don't know.
Right.
So it's up to us.
We take it for granted.
We do, yes. And
Life is a blessing.
The problem with choking is it's considered a isolated, horrible event.
Right.
Lightning strike. But the problem is if you looked at it from the whole, every year, multiple kids choke to death in school. If there's anything else, it'd be national news.
And adults too?
Adults too.
18 people a year, 18 people a day choke to death. 5,000 plus.
Mama Cass Elliott.
That's a famous one.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing. you know, and people don't know that. So
It's actually one of the leading
difficult to
causes
get
of death
them
in adults over 65, which is scary.
Right.
You think about as we get older, we kind of revert back to being a child again, right? So things that we take for granted, being able to
Revert
chew and
back.
swallow, right? But the ability to, to do the things that we just take as commonplace. When you're a parent, you cut your children's food, right?
Right.
Now that they're in care facilities, we want to hope and pray that those facilities actually have life back there.
Right.
Because often the Heimlich maneuver is not going to work.
I think we have
50% of the time.
33 saves and care facilities in the UK, where we're in over 3,000 facilities and 2 in the US. It shows you kind of a little bit of our culture that we're not paying enough attention to our elderly, but we'll get there. And you help from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll always be grateful.
I appreciate that, Arthur, because when I first started doing the show, you were one of the first people I reached out to, and you gave me a life vac, and I've always kept it. And I've seen stories behind the scenes of people choking, and it's challenging. I always remember looking into your eyes when you were saying that your frustration was, but if you only had it, it could
It's
save a
still
life.
horrible.
Right.
I'm not, when that child took to death in school, again, because we're coming up on 100 children that have choked to death in school since I started, it's tough.
Right.
Seeing the kids, when I held some of the kids, we saved the little boy, Killian. And I got to hold him in my arms.
How old?
He was just under 1. He was 11 months when I got saved. And I held him. And then the peace and the gratitude of the parents and the grandparents and the baby and me, that energized me. Because when you see a kid die in school, you know it didn't have to. It's tough to wake up and keep going. But when you hold a baby that you saved, you keep going.
Right.
So, my son's a police officer, and he saved a little boy in that situation.
Is he in New York City?
In Suffolk County.
So-
okay, and today he is the godfather to that kid.
That is amazing.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
So one of our friends actually put in every single police car in Nassau County, all of those cars are equipped with life vest. So
Suffolk's
they
a little
believe
different. We're about 10
we're
local
working on
police
it.
departments have it, like Southampton, and those local departments. So general doesn't have it. Every car in Nassau County has one.
I'm gonna talk to him about that. He's the delegate out there now.
You might have a God wink
Yeah.
right there, my friend.
See,
If
that's what
he
we call
saved
God
the
wink.
baby, children,
Right.
Yeah.
he's gonna get it.
Yeah,
And
I'm
thank
gonna
God
talk
he did.
tonight.
That's awesome. He's
Yeah.
a hero.
Oh yeah. And he's delivered 3 babies.
It's incredible.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
Thank God I saved 37. This guy's gonna
See
beat
that?
me.
I know, that's awesome.
And he doesn't have anything.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, Heidi and Arthur, thank you very much for joining us here today. You have to come back on the show. We do it in studio in Belmore, and it's on Bronxton and Cablevision and all over the place. So God bless you guys. And all that you do.
A lot of people are gonna get to see this show. I mean, we're gonna have about 500,000 to see this show next week.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Thank you.
So we'll get the word out.
Lifeback.net. Call us, Heidi Felix, Arthur Lee. He's our inventor and CEO of the company. And we're just really blessed to say that we have a lot of lives that we've saved.
Hey,
Thank
your
you.
son's a hero.
Thank
You are
thank
too.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. I'll forgive you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go Yankees.
Don't let my
Don't
dad
let me
see
get
me
fired.
talking nicely with him.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nick wants to come back on.
Okay.
Ask him about right up Tuesday.
Okay, let's bring Rhonda in here too. Rhonda and Nick. Huh? Okay.
Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
Everybody knows each other.
We all know each other.
Rhonda, talk about what you do and why is it so important for you to be here tonight?
So for those of you that know me, I run a not-for-profit called the Equity First Foundation. So we do financial literacy programs for the community. And a big part of what we do is we just love being philanthropic. So wherever we have the ability to give back, it's not only so important to me, but it's important to everybody that works within our organization. and most importantly, because it's financial literacy with the Mariana Rivera Foundation, obviously they're raising money here tonight specifically for STEM programs for the school upstate.
It's amazing the work you've done for so many years. Why is that important for you?
You know, I think a lot of it just has to do with your upbringing. And the more you realize and recognize that you have the ability of making your own financial choices, people need to be smart. And especially with everything that we're dealing with right now with the pandemic, making smart financial decisions is really what empowers us to hopefully help spread our word.
And what's the most rewarding and challenging aspect to what you've been doing lately?
I think for lately, as an organization in its whole, we've been focused really on the community.
Right.
So when you have the ability to step out and really take some time to get to know your neighbors and hear their stories and put yourself in a position where you can empower others to make smarter choices, and as a community come together and support one another. We've just met so many amazing people along the way. Every year there's always something new, right? And there's always new people that you meet that inspire you. But with the pandemic, it's really put a lot of people at the forefront, and the leaders are leaders. And it's amazing to watch what people are doing.
That's great. And you have a new show, right? You've been doing. How's that going?
So we have a new show called The Diversity Project on LI News Radio. We air at 5 p.m. on Saturdays. And essentially the show was born out of the pandemic.
Yes.
Since, again, we do the financial literacy and there's no ability to do fundraising, we took to the platform of radio. And now we have sponsors and guests that come on to support our initiative. And it helps us stay relevant and keep the word out about what's happening, again, within the communities and people about making good financial choices and decision making.
You're amazing in everything that you do. I'm so grateful that we're friends.
I know, I love
I
it.
admire everything. And Nick, talk about No Let Up Tuesdays here.
So, No Let Up Tuesdays. Well, let's start with No Let Up. No Let Up is a family mantra that kind of spurred from an athletic background in my family. So, it became something where we promoted people who exemplified extreme character. Any challenges in life that they overcame, we put to the forefront, and we put stories out and let the world know basically that this is what people are doing. It's incredible, and we really want to show everybody. Okay, so No Let Up Tuesday, something that I kind of, with the help of a lot of people here, put together. I did donate my kidney a couple of weeks ago. Okay,
Wow.
And it was on a Tuesday.
Wow.
So now I'm dedicating
How do you
this
feel?
restaurant.
How do you
I feel
feel?
okay. I'm good. It's
You
my
look good.
father, so as long as my father's okay, that's what it's about. So being on a Tuesday, okay, I decided to take this restaurant and take as many charities as I can. And every Tuesday, I will donate 10% back to whatever charity it is to make sure that those people are now, okay. I mean, listen, it's 10%. Anything that I can give back to people, make sure they're making the money to the people that they want to give it to. That's what's important to me. So that's the dedication from this restaurant, and I want to carry this on for as long as I can. In a time like this, people are faced with so many challenges. We're just going to kind of keep rocking and see how many people we can help.
Wow. So Nick, how can people get a hold of you? And Ron, how can people get a hold of you? Nick first.
Well, I'm always here, so Ralston
Okay.
Social, you can come visit me. Again, we have Instagram, Facebook, so reach out social media platforms. But I am always here.
Rhonda?
They could either look me up on all the social media platforms, Rhonda Kulch, there's no vowels, KLCH, or you can just look up the Equity First Foundation.
Equity First Foundation. Equity
That's
First
right.
Foundation. That's easy. Bring that cappuccino in here, please.
Wow.
Who
Live
made it?
on the
Who
air.
made it?
Oh, there we
Nick
go.
here?
I didn't want to hear
We
it.
got Nick. Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
So whatever, if this is
You guys
better or
share?
not, Jerome and Joanne, we love you very much
Okay,
at
this is a
Geno's
this is a
Arthur
contest.
Avenue
This is
in
a
the Bronx.
contest. This is our contest going on. Are we on? We're
Yes, we're on. Yeah,
We're
we've been
okay.
eating the whole show, right?
Okay.
You've been on.
Here's the owner. Okay.
Ray, you need sugar?
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what?
You have a bib? You have a bib?
We're gonna cheat a little bit and put a little sugar.
Okay, there we go.
Just to give you a little head start.
Go ahead.
Little.
I take criticism.
Hold
too.
on. Are we on? What's our time?
This is amazing television
Okay.
right here.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get a spoon. Hold on. Are you ready for this?
I'm
Yes,
ready.
yes. We have 2 minutes, right?
I'm a cappuccino
Taste them.
maestria. What do you call that, Steve?
Maestro.
Look, I'm a no.
Connoisseur. There we
I'm a
go.
Puerto Rican.
There we
Please
go.
understand.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we spiced it up
We
here
don't
tonight.
know. We don't know that word.
Live TV, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, you ready?
All right, drink it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's do it, baby. I'm scared.
All right. I'm scared for you.
Steve, come
Just
on.
drink it. Just drink it.
You
We
made me spill it.
Wow. This is like.
Anyway, look. I'm not going to embarrass anybody, so I'm not even going to go there. It's a terrific cappuccino. It really is. Okay, terrific. Okay, this is like Bobby Flay. Is that the
Yeah,
Flay?
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, the show? Yeah, Bobby Flay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call Bobby Flay
In 30 seconds, you are.
and
Go
have
ahead.
him come and have him taste it, and he'll make the decision as
Oh,
far
there
as
we
who makes the better cappuccino. But this is a great cappuccino. Thank you so much. And
Nick,
the
God
food,
bless you. Thank you,
the
Rhonda.
food is
Thank
incredible.
You so very much.
The
God
shrimps
bless you.
are unbelievable.
Yes,
The
yes.
rice, you know, I'm telling you, these things, these were great. I had about 17 of them. You know what I'm saying? These were
All right,
really
we
good.
have one more guest we have to get on
we
real
do.
quick. Come on in, hurry up. We have like
Oh, yeah.
1 minute. If we could, all
Steve.
right, put that down. Come on, step right up here. He's the best dressed guy in here. So quickly, in a minute or less, tell us what you're all about, buddy.
My name is Asher Always.
Okay.
I own a boutique commercial mortgage advisory firm.
Okay.
We help all real estate investors throughout the country help get any type of financing for their investments. I also personally, I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams, also like almost everybody else here.
Wow.
So I keep myself busy.
Yankee fan?
Diehard Yankee fan.
Oh, there we go. That's why we brought him on.
Ever since I was a
Yankee
kid.
fan with nice hair. So that's
right.
good.
And
Actually, I
Look,
grew up.
he
I was.
outdressed us
I
here.
wanted to be Derek Jeter's, the guy who came up behind Derek Jeter. So
wow, you're a shortstop.
I
Right,
played
right.
shortstop,
Wow.
played middle infield. It was a huge dream of mine, but
What high school did
sadly,
you go to?
I went to Hebrew Academy. Went to Jewish private school.
Nice,
Okay.
nice,
All right.
nice. Okay, we have 1 minute, but how can people get a hold of you?
Look me up online, everywhere and anywhere. Always Asher, alwaysasher.com or CobraCommercialCapital.com.
Jewish?
Yes, sir.
Ron Bloomberg is watching the
right.
show, so say hello to Ron Bloomberg.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
First
designated
DH.
hitter.
Oh, first designated
Yes,
hitter in
yes,
the
there
MLB.
we
Yes,
go.
sir.
Well, Ray,
love
thank
my
you.
Yankees.
Thank you very much, sir,
Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
on.
Nice meeting
And
you. Very nice meeting
Ray,
you.
you can finish that
He
cappuccino.
might be the best dressed. Lou, he might have you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lou,
I know.
he might have you.
I know. Well,
And
this
I'm
has
not-
been a remote show here from Roslyn
Nice.
Social. Reach
Nice
out with
shirt.
Ray and Steve. We want to
Nice
thank
shirt,
Gary
Steve.
Brown for arranging this whole thing.
Steve, you got to get
And
me the
Nick-
handkerchief.
Yes, we'll get you the handkerchief. We're gonna make you look
Nice.
good. This guy
I like
looking
that.
good. So
Do I get a watch too?
we'll get a watch for you.
All right.
Okay. First, we get the beans. We'll get the beans
The
first.
beans
Yeah,
first.
But anyway, come back next Monday. Reach out with Ray and Steve and Bronxnet and Cablevision tonight
Cablevision
at
tonight.
11 o'clock. Check
11
us out,
o'clock.
channel 115.
And this show Monday is it on Monday or
Yep,
Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday.
One of those days.
Just pick it out. Reach out. God
Thank
bless.
you. Love you guys.